Hello everyone. Now Niels Bohr is going to tell us about the energy to win the Nobel Prize and is one step closer to get the Nobel Prize. He is here, just closest. Okay, let's focus on something. Energy. Energy, what was the formula of energy according to our Mr. Actually, total energy, we should write it as total energy. So what was the total energy? Total energy is something like minus E square divided by 8 pi. It was something like epsilon naught and Rn, I guess. Let's watch that for a moment and let's figure out that what was given by our teacher. Here it is. Minus E square 8 by epsilon naught R. 8 by epsilon naught R. 8 by epsilon naught R. Oh, wonderful memory I have. You must say it. So this is all the things that we have. Now, what we can write in its place so that we can find the energy in the terms of Niels Bohr work. So we need to figure out something. So what we can figure out, Mr. Niels Bohr? Can you tell us something, Mr. Niels Bohr? Well, En is gonna be interesting. Let me choose the red color because the fight is gonna more interesting now. So minus E square divided by 8 pi. We cannot do much about these things. Epsilon naught. In place of Rn, we can write it from here. NH by 2 pi mv. NH by 2 pi mv. NH by 2 pi mv. Okay, so now how many constant we have? Minus E square is a constant. Pi will get cancelled with the pi and 2 with 8, it means 4. So we have by 4. Epsilon naught is a constant, 4 is a constant, h is a constant itself, so we are remain with n as the variable here, and m is mass of the electron. Everywhere I have not written me, but you have to understand that it is mass of the electron, so you can write everywhere. And the v, so we have just two variables, v and n. So leave n, focus on v. So what in place of v we can write? We can write k by n. So we can have here something like this. Minus E square m, mass of electron, divided by 4 epsilon naught h n, and in place of vn we can write k by n. If we take all these things as a big constant, so we can have something very interesting here. En is equal to negative, and let's consider this, let's say p this time. So p by n square, and multiply n will get square here. Okay, so if you wish to write it completely, you can write it as something like this: minus m e to the power 4 divided by 8 n square epsilon naught square and whatever h square. Okay, well, as you can see, it is a little bit difficult. That's why I don't like to remember that. But you can remember that n is the only variable here. In simple words, in chemistry that we have learned is very simple. Remember all these constants because these are the constant number. These are not going to change anyway. So you can simply write it as minus 2.18 multiplied 10 to the power minus 18 joule divided by n square. Still not satisfied like me? This constant even seems bigger. Let me show you something even better with this. So Niels Bohr gave, and he is a fan of something like me, as you and me, 13.6 divided by n square, but the term is electron volt. So you have to remember that 1.6 multiplied 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb when have multi, just 1 second, and multiply Na is, okay, I will tell you that in the last. There's some confusion here. Okay, so this is the result in electron volts. You can convert electron volt into joule and all that such things. This is the easiest one to remember, right? Actually, there is a flaw in this formula according to the NCRT. I have taught you according to the NCRT, but actually you should remember it like this. Here Z is the atomic number. Now it's complete. So you can remember this thing. Don't worry, I'm going to tell you that which slides are important and going to pause on each slide that you can remember, write, or whatever you like. You can cram all these things to master that subject. Okay, so that's all with the Niels Bohr model, and we are just 80%, no, 89% completed. So what in the 11% we have left with? In the 7%, we are going to study a Niels Bohr inspired person whose name is de Broglie. And in the remaining 4%, we are going to study one last thing, which is energy level. So this is the two topics. These are the two topics which are left. So we're going to study all these things. Stick with me, take care, God bless, and see ya.